Assalamu alaikum students, how are you all? I hope you all are fit and fine and taking good care of yourself. Welcome to Journal Science of Class 5. In our today's lecture, we are going to start our new chapter which is Force and Energy, and it is on page number 67. So hurry up, open up your books, page number 67. I hope you all have opened your books. So before starting this lesson, we will study this warm-up exercise which is on page number 67. Now dear students, observe the type of changes in the following pictures. Number first picture is, why did the ball start moving? Number second, why did the ball stop moving? Number third, why did the ball changes its direction? Number 4, which ball is traveling faster? What made the ball changes its shape? And number 6, why did the rubber band get elongated? In all these pictures, you can see that either a push or a pull is being applied to bring about the change in motion. It means how the ball is moving or shape and size of an object. Can you tell me which picture is a push or pull? In which pictures push or pull is applied? Okay, let me tell you. Number first, a push is applied in picture 1, which is throwing. Push is applied in picture 1, throwing. Picture 3, hitting. Picture 4, kicking. And picture 5, squeezing. These all are the actions of push. And a pull is applied in picture 2, catching. And picture 6 is stretching. These two are the actions of pull. A push or pull acting on a body is called a force. What is a force? A push or pull acting on a body is called a force. When force is applied on a body, bring in one of the following effects. In all these pictures, force is applied because push and pull are applied on all these pictures. When force is applied when two or more bodies act upon one another. It means that two or more bodies come in contact to bring in one or more of the following effects. Now listen to me very carefully and observe these pictures in the warm-up exercise. Number first, what type of change can we observe in number 1? First, the ball was in the state of rest. It means that the ball was in the hands of the boy. And when the boy throw the ball, it changes in the state of motion. Motion means movement. Let me repeat it again for you. You have to observe it properly and carefully. First, the ball was in the state of rest, as it was in the hands of the boy. And when the boy threw the ball, it changes in the state of motion. And motion means movement. In the state of movement. So this becomes that change from the state of rest to the state of motion in an object. Change from state of rest to the state of motion in an object. Now look at picture number 2. Why did the ball stop moving? Now, this is the opposite of picture number 1. In this picture, the object, which is the ball, was in the state of motion. It was in the state of motion, and when the boy catches the ball, now it is in the state of rest. First, it was the ball was in the state of motion. The ball was in the state of motion, and when the boy catches the ball, now it is in the state of rest. So this becomes that change from the state of motion, change from the state of motion to the state of rest in an object. Picture number 3. Why did the ball changes its direction? Why did the ball changes its direction? In picture 3, the batman is hitting the ball. The batman is hitting the ball. So this is the change in direction of motion of a moving object. When you hit the ball from the bat, it changes its direction, right? So this is like this is the change in direction of motion of a moving object. So number 3 becomes change the direction of motion of a moving object. Change the direction of motion of a moving object. Now number 4, which ball is traveling faster? Now can you tell what type of change you can observe in this picture 4? What type of change you can observe in this picture 4? This is the change of speed. This is the change of speed. Change in the speed of a moving object. When you kick the ball, the speed changes of the ball. So this is the change of speed. Number 5. What made the ball change its shape? This is in the change of shape of an object. This is in the change of shape. When you squeeze the ball, it changes its shape. So it is in the state of changing of shape. Change in the shape of an object. And number 6 is the change of size of an object. Change of size of an object. When we stretch the rubber band, it changes its size, and when we leave it, it becomes back to its original size. So number 6 becomes the change in the size of an object. Change in the size of an object. My dear students, force can be exerted by anyone. Mostly it is exerted by humans, animals and machines also. Or natural phenomena like gravity, wind, water and etc. Now we will study about the types of forces. My dear students, there are many types of forces, such as gravitational force, frictional force, electrostatic force, magnetic force, elastic force, muscular force and buoyant force. These are the types of forces which we are going to study in today's lesson. Gravitational force, frictional force, electrostatic force, magnetic force, elastic force, muscular force and buoyant force. Now first we will study about the gravitational force. We will study about the gravitational force and it is on page number 68. Gravitational force is a force present in all the objects in the universe. It is present in the force of the universe by the virtue of their weight. Virtue means by the value of their weight. It keeps heavenly objects like sun, stars and planets in their respective places. Stars, planets and the sun are always on their places, right? Because of the gravitational force. These all things are on their places, are always on their places because of the gravitational force. Gravitational force of the earth pulls all the thing towards its center. It keeps all things on the earth bound to it. The gravitational force of an object is more if it has more weight, that is heavier than the other object. If the object is heavier, the gravitational force will also increase. If the object is heavier, the gravitational force will also increase. And the gravitational force between two objects is more if they are nearer to one another and decreases as the distance increases. It means that gravitational force between two objects is more if they are close to each other. If the two objects move far from each other, the distance increases. When the two objects move far from each other, the distance increases. And when they come closer, the distance decreases. Now the frictional force. Friction is produced when two surfaces rub against each other. There is more friction if a surface is rough. For example, the contact of a rough road and a car. As the surface is rough, there will be more friction because there is more friction if a surface is rough, and that will be very easy to drive the car with more friction. But frictional forces slow down a moving object. But friction is also necessary for making movement possible. If you walk on a very smooth surface, there is less friction on it. Let's say if you walk on ice, you will not be able to walk, or you might slip because of less friction. Friction can be reduced by using lubricants. Now, what are lubricants? Lubricants like oil, wax, or grease to make the surface smooth. On a smooth surface, there is friction. The friction on smooth surface is less. So friction can be reduced. If we want to reduce the friction, we can use lubricants like oil, wax, or grease to make the surface smooth. Electrostatic force. Some objects can produce electrical forces which can act upon other bodies and move them. So now here is a small activity. You all have to perform this at your home and you will see how electrostatic force works. You might have done this before. Now read it with me. Rub a plastic comb on your hair for some time. You have to rub a plastic scale or a plastic comb on your hair for some time. Then bring the comb near some small bits of paper. Tore some papers and then bring the comb near some small bits of paper. What do you see? The bits of paper get attracted by the comb and fly towards it. Why does this happen? When you rub the comb on your hair, it requires electrical charge. This charge acts as electrostatic force and cause the bits of paper to move towards the comb. The comb develops electrostatic force when rubbed on hair. Now, magnetic force. Magnets have special properties by which they possesses a force that can move certain objects. Now you all be very similar to the magnet. That what is a magnet? Magnet have special properties. It can attract objects to itself and it is called magnetic force. Now here is another activity for you all. What you have to do is take a few iron nails, keel. You have to take a iron nail, you have to take a keel, bring a magnet near the nails. You will observe that the nails get attracted towards the magnet and cling to it. Now try to detach the nails from the magnets. You will feel that some force is trying to keep the nails fixed to the magnet, and thus this is the magnetic force. A magnet attracts iron nails with magnetic force. Elastic force. A stretch spring or a rubber band regains its original shape and size after being released because of elastic force. When you stretch the rubber band, it changes its shape, and when you release it, it comes back to its original shape. This happened because of the elastic force. Muscular force. Muscular force is applied when muscles are used to push, pull, twist, lift or stretch an object. When you push or pull, twist, lift or stretch an object, that is known as muscular force. Stretching a rubber band with fingers and pushing a mug into the water are the examples of muscular force. As you can see in this picture, muscular force being used to carry a bucket of water. Buoyant force. Buoyant force is an upward force exerted by a fluid on a body which is fully or partially immersed on it. If you immerse an empty mug from the opposite direction in a bucket of water, you feel a force pushing the mug upwards. This force is called buoyant force. This force acts on all objects in the water. You can place anything on the water and then try to push the mug or whatever you have put it in the bucket. You will feel that there is a strong force which is pulling the object back to its surface. Now take out your pencils and mention today's date. We are going to do Now You Know, which is on page number 70. Mention today's date in classwork and start writing with me. Hurry up. Which forces are exerted in each of the following cases? Number first is a piece of cork immersed in water, or you can say a piece of mug immersed in the water. Which force is it? Buoyant force. This is buoyant force. Number second, a car running on road. This is the frictional force. Earth moving in its orbit. It is gravitational force. Raising of hair when brought near a synthetic glow. This is electrical force. Lifting a chair with hands. This is muscular force. So this is it for today's class. Take care of yourself, students. Allah Hafiz.